Back to Can I Ask That International Studios. It is go time. Party on, Ben.
Party on, Eric.
We are ready to mix it up a little bit, and the question for today is, what about that wacky line in the creed that says he descended into hell? Why is that in there? Is that really one of the most important lines and things we would know about Jesus?
Yeah, that is a question that probably comes actually in terms of the list of the same almost word for word questions that has come in to our to the headquarters, to the Can I Ask That headquarters,
the main office, if you will.
The main office has been, what about that phrase, Jesus descending into hell? How important is that to understand it? Again, the interesting thing about this is a debated topic. This is not like has been a debated topic throughout Christian history, and one that is somewhat confusing because of the lack of biblical evidence. That it's kind of one-off verse, and then some kind of Christian tradition. So there's not a whole lot that we can really say other than one of the things that
Let me read it.
Yeah, you got it.
So we have 4 gospels of content for everything else about Jesus and the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed. And here all we have is Jesus went and proclaimed to the spirits in prison because they formerly did not obey when God's patience waited in the days of Noah while the ark was being prepared, and so on and so forth. And it's like, and from that, in the earliest Christian creeds, he descended into hell as kind of a status, conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, was buried, and descended into hell, and the third day rose from the dead. And it's like, why does that have to be in there in the descent and ascension of Jesus?
Right. And the interesting thing about this, the way that I've always heard it too, is, well, Jesus didn't go to hell or descend into hell in order to suffer. All suffering was completed, finished on the cross. And the way that verse and kind of Christian tradition has understood it is that Jesus went to proclaim victory. So actually the descent into hell, even though it seems as if it was a part of Christ's humiliation, it was actually, it's right.
Yep, that's right, upward,
onward,
and
part of his exaltation. So I think there are seven spaces going down and then 7 spaces up.
And the framework for that is Jesus on the cross said, Tetelestai, it is finished.
Done.
So the suffering, the payment, all done. He didn't go to suffer more in hell. It's easy to kind of think logically, well, he had to go suffer hell in our place, but all the suffering, all the excruciating pain he suffered for us was on the cross. The victory was already accomplished once he paid that price.
Yeah, so the question is how significant is it that he descended into hell? And again, Christian tradition would say, okay, he didn't go there to suffer. He went there to proclaim victory. I've heard it say basically like a victory lap. Like he defeated death, saying, hey guys, I won, proclaimed the spirits who were in prison, and ultimately the reality that he is not there again, did not remain there apart from the Father, but rather ascended on high and is coming back. So
I love the promise in the Old Testament from the very beginning where it says he's going to crush the head of Satan. So I'd like to think it's like a little bit of a head stomp on the way to the victory of the empty tomb, because Satan already knows he has lost the war. He's trying to win battles every day. He's trying to take as much collateral damage as possible, but it's already been won in Jesus Christ. And I think that's probably the most important thing to know
I would agree.
About that phrase. I don't know. Can I ask that?
We just did.